It's just one store over here off Parker Road, 367, that I usually attend all the time. And not because of the work, it's because of the conditions over there. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of the kids' parents that I ain't seen since we was kids. But at the same time, I met a lot of girls over there, man. And the sad part about it, I was getting off work my second week I was there. And I was driving across the street to the gas station. I saw 15 little girls. They was all laying up against the wall with backpacks. And I was talking to them, and I was like, y'all hungry? I went and got some White Castles and shit like this. And they were telling me how they was abandoned, how they was basically put out of their foster parents' home because of the sexual advances that was made by the fathers and the mothers and of this nature. And these was all black kids, too. You know what I'm saying? That was another reason why I was so upset about it. And I learned a lot, man, talking to them and actually just sitting down and counseling with them. But they become family to me after 2 or 3 weeks. They become like great kids or little sisters and brothers to me, man. And I know it's a burden a lot of people don't want to have, but, man, I take it on my shoulders because of the fact that I wouldn't want to be in that position. And I know a lot of kids get abandoned, but I didn't know mothers and fathers abandon their daughters like this. This is something I ain't never seen before. It's bad, David. It's bad.
So the first time you saw him, did you just roll past him, didn't think much of it? Or tell me how it transpired that made you stop and start talking to him and engaging him?
Well, the first night I was there, I rolled past him, like you said. I thought it was just a congregation of little kids. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Had parents, probably was a little bit, probably a distance off, making sure that they was okay. But the second and third night, I kept seeing the same play. So it took me like 4 or 5 days before I actually stopped. And matter of fact, it was on a Friday. I was on my way back to the house, and I stopped at the gas station and let my car get washed. And I see them, and they over there talking. And while they talking, I pull up, man, I heard one little girl, she was like 11 years old, and was saying, damn, I can't wait till I get my food stamp card. And that kind of shocked me. And I was like, a food stamp card, you know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah. I said, you ain't number 11 years old. So what is you talking about food stamp card for, little girl? You know what I'm saying? But you got your life planned out for you. This is the way you want to live your life through the government agency, just accepting free food stamps without just you going out participating in activities to get your job. As you get older, you can build your career. And all of them had the same thing. They all said the same thing. And it was so heartbreaking. That's what made me stop and talk to him when I heard the little girl say she wished she had a food stamp card. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I started asking them questions. Then I come to find out they all had something in common. They was all foster kids that left their homes. And I guess they created a bond. It was almost like a pack. When you see wild dogs just roaming the neighborhood in packs, you've been abandoned. You know what I'm saying? They out to fight to survive. These girls was actually out to fight to survive. And there was one thing that stood out, David. All of them had on the same tennis shoes. They was all mismatched. One had like a white Nike and a black Nike, but all of them had the same thing that I saw. I was like, what is y'all? They were like, we all bonded. That's the way we bond. That's how we know each other. You know what I'm saying? And things of this nature. And I thought about it, which is a bright idea for a person who don't pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Mm. And it was so hurtful, David, man. I sat in counsel with him, but I see him every day, man. And it's sad, man. There ain't nothing I can do about it. So I can just hope and pray, man, that actually something good can turn out of this.